The rain is making some very interesting situations in Colombo during this Asia Cup 2023. The first India versus Pakistan encounter in Palakele was rained out, which resulted in plenty of disappointment from the fans, from all the administrators, and as well as the broadcasters. The second game that is going to be held on 10th in Colombo is also under a severe rain threat, close to 75% of rain. Now, because of this, an unprecedented incident has happened. For just one game, let me reiterate, officially, there is a reserve day. You guessed it. If the match on September 10th between India and Pakistan does not happen, breaking news, there will be a reserve day only for that match. What about the other games? We don't know as of yet. There is no official announcement. There's only one official announcement from the ACC, and that is India versus Pakistan will have a reserve day on September 11th. These are the exact wordings of the ACC. Rain threats that are there throughout the week in Colombo has made the ACC announce reserve day for India versus Pakistan match on September 10th. Now, the main caveat in that is, if adverse weather suspends play, the match will continue on 11th September 2023 from the point it was suspended. Great. India versus Pakistan, everybody wants to see it. So, the ACC has gone the extra mile to ensure that only for this particular game, there is a reserve day. Now, why would they want to take this kind of a drastic step and ensure the other two teams are put in a massive disadvantage? Now remember, the financial stakes in this Asia Cup 2023 is very high because it is preparation for the World Cup next month. Now, you've seen games in Palakele. The India versus Pakistan match in Palakele was ruined by rain, and that has not made a lot of people happy. Now, all the build up to the Super Fours was not dominated by team compositions, by team codes. It was dominated by the ego tussle that emerged behind the scenes. Hambantota or Colombo or Palakele? Where would you want to go? India refused Hambantota because the facilities were not good there. Pakistan were adamant that they wanted to stay in Colombo. This ego tussle, combined with the fact that the PCB wanted financial compensation because of all this, has seen the schedule go totally awry. Until the last moment, no one knew where to go, Hambantota or Colombo, and they decided to stick with Colombo, very well knowing that the weather was absolutely horrendous there. For 1 week, the weather is bad in Colombo. Let us make no bones about it. Now it will be fine. Yes, when Nikhil did the live from Colombo, the weather is fine right now. But remember, towards the evening, it worsens. Always at this time, towards the evening, it worsens in Colombo. And that is why, how will the ACC do about it? Have a reserve day. So, ACC wants to ensure that the India versus Pakistan match is completed. Although it takes 2 days, like how we saw in the India-New Zealand semi-final in 2019. If it takes 2 days, we want a completed India versus Pakistan match. So they have gone that extra mile. And this is the problem. Because of the backroom tussle that was there between the BCCI and the PCB, now they are doing a face-saving experiment by announcing the one blockbuster encounter between India versus Pakistan as a reserve day. And remember, the schedule is such that such a provision is allowed. Because look at India's schedule. Pakistan 10th, Sri Lanka 12th, Bangladesh 15th. This is the schedule. But what is the twist? The twist is on 11th September, there is no game. So you can have a reserve day. For India, 12th, if they want to announce it, if they want to give a level playing field, you can even keep a reserve day on the 13th. There is no game. 14th, there is a game. 15th, there is a game. If there's rain on 15th, it's abandoned. You can keep it on the 16th. That is the way. There is no game on the 16th as well. 17th is the final. Now, that is the twist that is here. India's schedule is in such a way that there is a provision of a reserve day for all their games. 10th, there is a game. 11th, no games. So you can have a reserve day. 12th, you play a game, but if it's washed out, 13th, no games. That is how this situation is. That's how poorly managed this ACC Asia Cup has been in 2023. You will remember it for only the rain and the mismanagement that is there. But folks, Nature is not hell-bent on human emotions and human demands. 10th September, if you look at it, 75% chances of rain. You want to have a reserve day? No problem. Just ask rain to reduce from 91% to 9%. 11th September also, the weather is very bad in Colombo, 91%. And this particular quote is very important. Cloudy with a couple of thunderstorms, especially late in the day. Can you keep a provision wherein you can have matches in the daytime? 9 to 6? Maybe not, because it's not peak demand. 2 to 10 is peak demand, but then there is no flexibility on that either. So, you can go all your way out for an India versus Pakistan Super 4 encounter. A Super 4, only one Super 4 encounter by the way. That will have a reserve day. What wrong did Sri Lanka and Bangladesh do? Sri Lanka playing in their own home, they don't have this many benefits as in India or a Pakistan has. It's clear-cut mismanagement, lack of foresight and hindsight, 360-degree vision, not there. If you knew that the situation was like this, all this would never have happened. Whoever has held on to tickets, fine. 10th and 11th, you are all happy. But what about the others? Just one game has got a reserve day. None of the others have a potential reserve day. India can play back-to-back ODIs like how it happened in 2018, Hong Kong and Pakistan. Here you could play India-Pakistan and India-Sri Lanka. But this is World Cup year. That 2018, you just were building up to the World Cup. This was in September 2018. The World Cup happened in June, July 2019. Here, September 2023, but the World Cup is next month. How are you going to ensure that even players are not fatigued? This whole incident is really, really sad. That's why the ACC, now they want to change, face save and do a reserve for India-Pakistan. But what about the other teams? They are left behind as always. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.